Alright guys, welcome back to What If Gohan Was Raised by Raditz, where we last left off. Gohan defeated Frieza and became the Emperor of the Universe and refused to go back to his good-natured self. However, Gohan did know his mom was still alive, so he needed to go to Earth. And that is where we're going to leave off and continue. Gohan would look at Vegeta and say, "I'm sharing the Empire with you, but if you can't turn Super Saiyan, you don't deserve it. I'm going to give you a year. If you don't do it, then you're not an emperor like me." As Gohan decided to leave for Earth, Vegeta began to train heavily, train like he's never trained before to try to unlock this Super Saiyan form. He was a Prince of all Saiyans, surely he can do it too. Meanwhile, Gohan's spaceship landed with a few soldiers, not too much, as he declared that Earth would be a vacation spot for everyone. Since it's beautiful hills, beautiful mountains, and things like that, Earth will be taken over and be a vacation place. Of course, the Earthlings didn't really like that. As their armies came to stop Gohan, he easily destroyed it and marched into the king's palace, declaring Earth to be under their control. However, as he did this, Tien, Yamcha, Chaozu, and even Gohan's mother was all there. As his mom looked at him, "Gohan, it's you! Please come back to me. Please, forget all about this stuff. Your dad talked me from the afterlife. Please, Gohan, just come back. I'll make you meals. You don't even have to study for the first week. You can just relax." Gohan looked at his mom. He'd forgotten so much about her. He almost forgot what she looked like. Looking at her brought peace to his mind. But then he turned Super Saiyan. As they all looked shocked. "This is what I am now. I am a beast, a monster. I am not some innocent little kid anymore. I've wiped out populations of entire planets. I can't go back. I refuse to go back." Suddenly, he would push his fist through Tien's chest, killing him. As Yamcha and Chaozu would scream no, he would easily destroy them both. Mercenary Tao Pai Pai was there as he tried to lick Gohan's neck, but it did nothing as Gohan grabbed his neck and snapped it. He fell to the floor dead. Gohan's mom began to back up scared. He says, "Don't worry, Mom. I still love you. Thank you for taking care of me. Sorry I ended up like this. I'll make sure you're well off and you live in a good house with a good life. I promise." As Gohan took over the world, it became a vacation center. Like a ski resort, everyone went there to have fun. He built zoos and many other things like that. Some were human zoos, but you can't be too mad. For the most part, humanity didn't really change unless you were in a zoo. And humans were turned into workers for the amusement parks, ski resorts, and things like that. Earth was turned into a vacation spot for the entire universe to see. As Gohan left, it was a couple months, and Vegeta kept training again and again and again. The anger went through him. How can Gohan turn into a Super Saiyan? How can a little boy surpass him? How could he be so worthless? How could he be so weak? As suddenly he transformed. Not too long after, Gohan would show up, and Vegeta would show him this. Gohan was proud. It seemed that Vegeta and Gohan would truly rule the universe as equals. A couple years would pass as Gohan would start a war with the Galactic Patrol. Frieza's empire left the Galactic Patrol alone because they had dangerous criminals like Moro and other things locked up that they didn't want let free. But Gohan didn't care. Gohan believed he was the strongest in the universe, and if he wasn't, he didn't deserve to be in charge. Gohan was out for blood. He wanted to control the universe. He wanted to take everything. He wanted to make his own destiny. His entire life, someone else decided what happens. For the first time ever, he decides what happens. He will decide what happens for everyone as the supreme ruler with Vegeta. As Gohan's war was going well, the Galactic Patrol got more and more desperate, so they had to let a criminal out to fight for them. We cut to Jocko. Jocko would be walking into a cell with Bojack and his crew. They all had chains that restricted their powers. As Jocko would look at Bojack, Bojack would look up at him and smile. Well. Isn't my old friend Jocko? Are you here to feed us again? Jocko would say, "No, I'm here to let you out. Let me out." He would begin to smirk. "We need your help, but we have a deal. Don't attack any Galactic Patrol stuff, okay? You can raid anyone else. and you have to defeat this man named Gohan. Gohan, huh? He must be very powerful if he's forcing you to let me go. Yeah, you are the second most powerful prisoner we had. So, we are pretty desperate. We wouldn't let Moro out, though. He would destroy everything. So, you're all we have. You're just a pirate, correct? All you want is loot? Whatever. Just let me out before I change my mind and kill you. Jocko let Bojack out, hesitantly, as he let out his crew. But then Bojack would punch him straight to the floor, knocking him out. Bojack would then spit in his face, like I'd ever make a deal with someone who imprisoned me. I think I'll leave him alive, though. I'll have him witness the terror and destruction I caused later. Bojack began to laugh, as then Bojack and his crew went out to go after Gohan. Suddenly, Gohan and Vegeta would start to hear explosions around them. Buildings start to crumble. They were confused on what it was. However, Gohan and Vegeta both got their guards up, as suddenly Bojack and his crew would appear. Vegeta would say, I heard rumors about you. You were pirates a Galactic Patrol captured, even stronger than Frieza. Well, we're stronger than Frieza, too. Bojack said, oh, really? I'm after Gohan. Crew, take care of that spiky hair man. Vegeta got pissed, and suddenly wires began to grab him, and a girl punched him in the face. Vegeta would push through the wires with Super Saiyan Grade 2 and punch them as he fought his crew. Meanwhile, Bojack and Gohan both began the battle. Bojack was beating Gohan up until Gohan's smirk turned into Super Saiyan, and he began to turn the tables. It seems you aren't too strong, Bojack. In this Super Saiyan form, I can easily take care of you. Bojack laughed and said, do you really think you're the only one who could transform? What are you talking about? It's time I show you my power. Few have seen this, and even fewer have lived afterwards. You should feel lucky. Just shut up and transform already. Bojack would laugh. If you're so eager to die, fine, I'll oblige. As suddenly he got all buff and turned yellow. His hair turned orange, as he flew at Gohan and punched him into the ground, and began to beat him limb from limb. He smashed his head in again and again and again and again, and grabbed his ribs, breaking them, crushing them. Weak little Gohan. I thought you were supposed to be the strongest in the universe. This is pathetic. I can't believe I stooped so low to fight as someone like you. I could have just let my crew take care of you. You're so weak now. What happened to that mighty Super Saiyan, the one that killed Frieza? Is this who he is? Just a whiny little brat? As he grabbed his hair and slammed him into the floor. As all this was going on, Vegeta began to kill the girl, punching her straight through her chest, and then it blew up the guy with the strings. As Vegeta took care of Bojack's crew, he flew in and punched Bojack, sending him flying back. Gohan could barely stand. As Vegeta says, I'll take care of this. Rest up a bit. Gohan would stand there, and he would watch as Vegeta charged at Bojack and began to get beat up. He would see Vegeta nearly die, as he would hear a voice. What are you doing? Get back in there! You're the strongest of all of us. You have the potential to be the strongest in the universe. It was Nappa. But I can't do it. Yes, you can. I believe in you, Gohan. Don't let him do this. Don't let him kill you. We fought too hard. We killed Frieza. Don't let my death be in vain. If you die, it's all for nothing. Gohan would start to feel anger, but it wasn't enough. As Bojack was grabbing Vegeta's neck, about to snap it and kill him, he looked over at Gohan, saying, you know, after this, I think I'll pay Earth a visit. I read into your files, making your home planet a vacation planet for you and the others. How sweet. I'm sure your mom Chi-Chi enjoys that. I'm sure she'll enjoy seeing me, too. As this was enough to push him over the edge, suddenly Gohan achieved Super Saiyan 2. As he flew and kicked Bojack to the ground, Bojack got up. Gohan could only use one arm, but it was more than enough to defeat Bojack. As he walked towards Bojack, Bojack would look down and say, so you got a power-up. You're a fool if it thinks it's enough. Gohan would look up and say, you're a fool for thinking it's not enough to kill you. As suddenly he would punch a hole straight through Bojack's chest. As Bojack would feel himself bleeding out, he would look down and beg for mercy. Please spare me. We can join forces. Together I can be a great general. I could take Vegeta's place. I'm stronger than him. I could be your right-hand man. We can rule the universe with an iron fist. Gohan says, nah, Vegeta's more loyal than you. Besides, I don't take kindly to people threatening to kill my mother. She's the only good person I have left in my entire life. Without her, I would be nothing but a monster, even more than I am now. As suddenly, he would kick Bojack to the floor. As his chest was open, he began to bleed out, and he ripped off one of his arms as he screamed out in pain. Gohan would torture him, brutalize him, make him feel every bit of pain until he died. As Gohan laughed, he got his revenge. As he turned back to his base form and lay down, Gohan did it. He defeated Bojack, but the war was not over. He needed to defeat the Galactic Patrol once and for all. And that's going to leave things off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you thought of the video down in the comments below. Peace out, yo. I love you all.